Fascial Refresh. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and go through some things. Particularly, we have to go through a sequence of events. Remember, when we're talking about the body and opening things up, we want to do things in a particular sequence so that fluid drains to the empty areas that we're emptying. If we do things in the wrong sequence, we don't have the same benefit or effect. So let's start ourselves with a rest assessment. So I'm going to have you move your foam roller out of your way, come to lie on your back. You're going to be recorded, just so you know that we're recording today. So I don't care. I'm just letting you know that many will see you. Relax your body, relax your palms, close your eyes. We're going to start by doing a self-assessment, just before and after. And then we're going to do some things to kind of do an organization of the neural lymphatic system today. And that's going to include work through the head and work through the organs, and then doing some things to flush things out. So close your eyes, relax, let gravity come at you from the front for a few seconds. And then I'd like you to start noticing yourself. So let's become aware of our breath. As you are breathing, noticing where you experience your sensations of breathing in your body. Do you feel it in the front, the back, the sides, your chest, your belly, your pelvis, your arms, your legs, your head? Where do you experience any sensations as you breathe? Noticing the effort that you are using to breathe. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our awareness to your face. Notice all of the tissue of your face. Your forehead, around your eyes, around your nose, your cheeks, around your lips. Noticing what you experience through your face. Noticing your eyes resting in their sockets. Noticing your tongue resting in your mouth. Moving on to your head, noticing your skull. Bringing your awareness to all the tissue around your head, the front, the back, the sides, the top. What do you experience inside your skull? As you breathe, can you feel your sinuses resting behind your eyes, filling and emptying with air, with your breath? Bringing your awareness down to your neck. Nice tube, nice thick tube. Within that tube, you have multiple tubes, your trachea, your esophagus, your spine. And then you have a bunch of other smaller tubes carrying lots of different fluids up and down. So it's a nice conduit for fluid exchange. Noticing your shoulder girdles. So first your collarbones. Experience your collarbones. Above your collarbones, below your collarbones, behind them. Just kind of having a sense of that part of your body. Noticing your shoulder blades. Resting on the floor, sandwiched between your ribcage and the ground. And together, they come together at the ends, articulating with your arm bones to make your shoulder girdle. So experiencing your shoulder girdles. Particularly your armpits. Noticing your arms, moving down to your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and fingers and hands. And then we're going to bring our awareness back to the axial skeleton. So let's notice the rib cage. Nice big mobile cage designed for mobility and protection. Experiencing your rib cage as you breathe. Let's move down to the abdomen. Notice your abdomen. In the front are your organs. In the back, you'll notice your lumbar spine and a bunch of dense muscles to hold you upright in space. Moving down to the pelvis, noticing your pelvis, the back of your pelvis resting on the ground, your sacrum. And as you come around the sides, noticing all of the dense tissue wrapping around the outside of your pelvis. Those are your hip muscles. If you go inside your pelvis, you'll notice some awareness within the pelvis. As you move down to the base of the pelvis, notice the pelvic floor. Remembering that areas that you don't have awareness, that feel kind of cut off from your nervous system, that's a thing. It's called smudging. It's the inability to sense the kind of the details of your tissues. And that happens when there's a lot of congestion in an area. You get what they call smudging. So notice whether you have awareness. And if you don't, make a note of that, because that is a thing, right? And then as you bring your awareness from the pelvic floor out, you'll notice your hip joints. So experiencing your hips and everything around them. And then as you move down the femurs, noticing all the flesh around your thighs. Noticing your knees, your lower legs. These are nice long bones with a bunch of flesh all around them. Continuing down to your ankles. Noticing your heels, your midfoot, which is that another nice little arch, and then the ball of your foot and your toes. And I'd like you to just take a snapshot of yourself, experiencing that. All right, we're going to do some work, and then we'll come back and check in on ourselves. So, if you wish, you may bend your knees if you need to be a little more comfortable. We're going to start by just rubbing the left collarbone. So I'd like you to take your right hand, straddle your collarbone with your fingers. So you want fingers above and below. And then I would like you to take your hand and rub from end to end along your left collarbone. We're going to clear some space here. Got to clear this space first. And then we're going to do the same thing to the right collarbone. So using your left hand, straddle the collarbones and rub. How much pressure? Whatever pressure you want. Good. All right, we're going to move on and do some work through the neck and the head. We're going to clear that space first, and then we'll move down to the abdomen. So we're going to use our foam roller for this. You're going to roll onto your left side. Take your roller with you, put it under your neck. Once you get there, you're going to push yourself over the roller. So your head should feel like it's falling to the ground. And you want to notice the pressure of the roller on the side of your head, side of your neck, sorry. So we're going to hang out here and just breathe with a little bit of pressure. We're going to target more the front of the neck. So lift your chin and rotate your body slightly forward so that you feel pressure on the left front side of your neck. Right up against your esophagus, laying right along your vagus nerve. We're going to hang out here and just breathe. As you are breathing, your mouth stays closed and you are only breathing in and out through your nose. Taking full breaths in and full breaths out. Let's do a little rotating forward and back here. So you're just going to roll from the front of the neck to the back. So you're rotating your whole body, not just turning, you're not turning your head to do it, you're moving your torso to make this happen. We're clearing a path so fluid can move. All right, we're going to do this to the other side. So we're going to roll to the right side. Roller under your neck. Drive yourself over the roller with your feet. Relax your head, let it fall to the ground. Hang out here and just breathe. We're going to lift the chin, rotate forward so that you feel the underside of your jaw and the front right side of your neck with pressure on the roller. We're going to hang out here and breathe. Let's do some rolling forward and back here. So those of you that have been following like the new work we've been playing with in the studio, I have to share a fun experience. So Tori and Jen and I got together and we decided we were going to change the order of this work. And we used NKT, which is using the nervous system to assess whether things are organized or not. Go ahead and release, roll to your back. Actually, we're not going to roll to the back. We're going to go right to the jaw. You can stay on your right side. We're going to move the roller right into your cheek, right into the jaw. So we reversed the order of this, of releasing, and we found that when we reversed the order, the nervous system actually stayed very, very confused and unorganized. So the sequence of events is important for the nervous system, just so you know. We did a little experiment. It was really fun. So we're in the cheek, right on the side of, right on your jaw muscles there. Let's add a little movement. So let's head nod. Take your head and just nod your head yes. If you want, you can also take your jaw and slowly open it and close it. Do this slowly. Good. We're going to do the other side. So let's roll it to the other side. Lie on your left side, left cheek on there. Hang out there for a breath or two. Whenever you're ready, you can add some little head nods just to move some tissue. And then again, you can add opening and closing of your jaw. Try not to bite your cheek. That's not fun. Great. Come on off of the roller. Roll to your back for a moment. We're going to hit the front of the face real quick. So you're going to take your pointer fingers, touch the sides right next to your nostrils. Put your fingers right there. Slide out and down, and you're going to kind of fall into a little, kind of like a little valley right there, right on your smile lines. There's 2 little holes right there. You can kind of feel them. Those are your target, are those little holes. You have a little neurovascular lymphatic bundle that leaves here. So we're just going to take our fingers and put some pressure. How much pressure? Whatever you want. And then make little circles here. So you're going to circle one way. You don't need to elicit pain to be successful here. Let's go the other way. To be therapeutic. It does not need to be painful to be therapeutic. You're just opening up areas. Good. From here, we're going to move to the temples. So grab your roller again. Let's do the right side first. Lie on your right side. Put the roller right in your temple. Under your temple, I should say. Right on the side of your head. Let's hang out here for a breath. And as you're breathing, see if you can kind of feel yourself breathing to where the roller is. See if you can kind of do that for yourself. Let's add some head nods here. Let's add some kind of rolling to the front and the back, so nod your head no. All right, we do this on the other side. So let's roll to the other side. Left side of your head on the roller. I like to have the edge of the roller on my temple. I feel like it somehow gets a little deeper. We're going to hang out there for a breath. When you're ready, you can add some movement. You can nod your head yes, you can nod your head no. It doesn't matter. The nervous system craves variety, so mix it up. All right, the last part that we're going to do in the head and neck is going to be at the occiput. So you're going to roll to your back, put the roller right at the base of your head, right on the base of your skull. Hang out here for a moment. Let your spine just hang. Let your vertebrae just dangle, kind of like drapes. Take a nice breath here. You may have to hold the roller here, lift your chin just a little bit, and then roll side to side across the base of your head. So you're just turning your head side to side, putting pressure on one side of your skull, the other side of your skull, back and forth. Rotate your head to the left, so you have pressure on that left little knob right there, that bony knob. Make circles with your nose in space. Think about trying to squish that knob. So you're going to have a little pressure there. Reverse your circles. Bless you. Rotate your head to the right. Pause there, pressure on that little knobby part of your skull, and make circles here with your nose on the ceiling. Reverse those circles. All right, let's remove the roller. Relax your arms and legs. Close your eyes. Take a moment and just notice yourself. Noticing what you experience in your face and your head and your neck. And then I'd like you to kind of pan out, zoom out, and notice what you experience differently through other parts of your body, like your shoulder girdles and arms and ribs. What about your breath? Is your experience of breathing different from opening up those channels? Maybe just the general tone in your nervous system. Are you starting to feel like you're kind of dropping a few levels? We're going to move our work down into the rib cage. So we're going to do this. Let's sit up for a moment. Roll to your side and sit up. We're going to start on the right side in the pec region. So I'd like you to put your roller underneath you and then lie so that your armpit is on it with your right arm overhead. You have options here. You can just take the right heel of your hand and put it under your temple and prop your head up. That's an option. The other option is you can lengthen that arm out and rest your right ear on your shoulder. Make yourself comfortable with your legs so you can bend your knees and just be. We're going to take a breath here. We're going to take this and rotate this forward. So take your whole body, rotate it towards the ground. You can straighten out that bottom leg if it's more comfortable. And the pressure of the roller is right across your pecs, beneath your collarbones. And then just take your chin. You can rest your chin on the roller here. So we're on the pecs. We're going to hang out here with some pressure and take a nice breath. Let's add a little movement to this. So take your right arm and just kind of move it side to side. You can move it up and down. You can just spiral your arm one way, spiral your arm the other way. Try different things. Mix it up. If you have a favorite, choose the favorite. Let's relax and take a breath here. Let's square up. So roll onto your right side again. Pick up the, unload your body, so just sit up for a moment. Bring that roller down to the middle ribs, so it would be right in line, basically the nipple line of your body. Again, you can either prop your head or lie all the way down, whatever one works for you today. You just have pressure there. We're going to hang out there and take a breath. Let's add some rotation to this. So let your body rotate to the front, pressure to the front of that, rotate to the back. So you're spiraling your body. All right, let's unload the roller again. Lift up, bring the roller down to the bottom ribs, but not your floating ribs. And then again, walk the elbow out. You can rest your head on your hand or rest your head all the way down to your arm. We're going to hang out here and breathe. See if you can feel yourself breathing where the roller is. And then whenever you're ready, you can add some movement to that, forward and back. Or you can stay still if that feels like where you want to be. Okay, we're going to go ahead and sit up, turn around. We're going to go through this sequence on the other side. So we start in the armpit, where you would wear deodorant. Lie on your side, hang out there, and just be. Let's go ahead and rotate to the front. So you might want to straighten out your bottom leg and rotate to the front. Rest the underside of your chin on the roller. That arm is just kind of wherever you want it to be for now. You should feel pressure right across the upper ribs, just below your collarbone and above your breast tissue. We're going to hang out there and breathe. Let's, if you want, add some motion. So start moving that arm around. Choose a direction. Side to side, up and down, spiral it. Let's rest, take a breath. All right, derotate yourself, so square yourself up again. Unload the roller, move it down to the middle ribs, right in line with your breast tissue. And then drop your anchor here, hang out here. And just be and breathe. Rotating to the front and the back here. So let's add some movement. Noticing the areas of tenderness. That brings those areas to the conscious part of your brain instead of keeping them in the subconscious part of your brain, and your nervous system is going to do something different there as a result of that. Let's move that roller down again. So unload it, move it down to the bottom ribs, not the floating ones. Hang out here and breathe. So you're kind of below your bra strap if you're a woman. Or I guess anybody. And then whenever you're ready, you can start rotating your ribs here. Okay, we're going to do a little check-in. So move the roller out, Lie on your back. Relax your arms and legs. Close your eyes, palms to the sky. Take a moment to notice your body. Noticing your rib cage and your shoulder girdles and armpits. Noticing what happens with your arms in general. Noticing if you feel any changes down the chain, so down the system into your lumbar spine and abdomen and pelvis. What about your breath? Take a moment and become aware of your breathing. Is that changing? Is that evolving? We're going to bring our work down into the organs and abdomen, into the waist area. So roll to one side. Come on up. Sit up. Let's do the right side first. You're going to sit on your right hip. Bring the roller all the way to your hip. Hold it there and slide yourself out and rest your elbow on the ground. The roller is in the space between your rib cage and your pelvis. You have options again. You can stay propped up, or you can lengthen the arm out and come all the way down. You don't want to feel like your ribs are being compromised here, so choose the one that feels appropriate. If you have to choose between pressure on your ribs or pressure on your pelvis, the pelvis is much safer, so get off your floating ribs. We're going to hang out here and just be and breathe. Allowing the roller to sink in from the side of your body. We're going to take this and rotate this backwards. So prop up your left leg and then rotate your body backwards. So now the pressure is on the back right side in the space between your rib cage and your pelvis. This is where we're kind of going to be accessing the back, the posterior intestinal wall. So we're going to hang out here, let that roller sink as you breathe. See if you can feel yourself breathing where the roller is. Good. Let's square up again. And now we're going to go to the front here. So that top knee now drops to the ground. As you rotate towards the floor, you can make adjustments up or down. The roller is pressing into your abdomen along the right side where your main vein lives. Let's hang out here and see if you can breathe and sink. Try and relax and soften. You want to make sure you're using soft rollers and soft balls so your body will let you in. If you want, you can do a little bit of rolling back and forth. So you can roll to the back and then roll to the front, or you can stay still, whatever works for you. Noticing any areas where you want to spend maybe a little more time. All right, we're going to come on off of here. So carefully remove the roller. Before we do the other side, I just want you to check in real quick because this is pretty powerful. So come to lie on your back. Relax your arms and legs. Close your eyes so that you can feel yourself as opposed to focusing on what's coming in through your vision. So notice your body. Notice the difference between the two sides. Big difference? Yeah. Kind of neat. Noticing how far the difference spans down through your body. Like I feel like my whole right leg is much longer than my left leg right now. Noticing the differences in your breath on one side versus the other. All right, let's even ourselves out here. So we're going to do the left side. So you're going to roll to your left and sit up. You're going to bring the roller all the way down to your hip and then walk yourself out. Remember, you don't want to be pressing on those floating ribs. You may have to work into this incrementally. You might have to start propped up for a little while before you can go all the way down. Find your deep diaphragm breaths. We're going to rotate this to the back. So take your top leg and put it behind you and roll yourself back halfway. The pressure is between the pelvis and your rib cage. We want to relax and see if you can sink into this space here. Let's roll to the side again. Drop your top knee in front of you and then rotate towards the ground. And let's hang out here for a few breaths. You should feel pressure on the left abdomen, even onto your navel. Let's do some rolling forward and back, rolling to the back, rolling to the front, noticing if you need to stop anywhere to take an extra breath. Have a good day, Patty. Thank you. All right. That clears up that left side. So let's come on up. I just want to expedite this so we get out of here almost in time. So we're going to flip to the belly, put the roller right underneath you. I'm just going to do a little sweep through the front of the body and into the groin space. So you want to lie on your roller, sternum and pubic bone. The top of the roller lines up with the top of your sternum. Stack your hands. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Let's just settle here for a breath. Whenever you're ready, you're going to pick up your head, separate your knees, take your hands to the floor wide, and then you're going to glide side to side across the front of your body. Across your rib cage, your sternum and rib cage, across your abdomen, and into the inguinal space, your groin. Just going to open up those channels. Awesome. Let's go ahead and roll off of the roller. Come to lie on your back. We're going to finish up with the roller under the back of your knees. This is going to be our last spot today. So send the roller down. Lie the back of your knees on top of the roller. Like gravity and the weight of your legs, just put a little pressure on the back of your knees. Whenever you're ready, if you want to just take your legs and kind of pull them apart and together, you're going to feel a little tug on the tissue on the back of your knees. Just want to move that tissue side to side, stimulating that area. All right. Let's go ahead and remove the roller. Move it off to the side. Relax your arms and legs, palms to the ceiling. Let's just hang out here for a moment. Let everything just settle and be. Taking a moment to notice your breathing. Have things changed? Are you feeling your breath in a different way? Different parts of your body are experiencing breath. Noticing if your effort to take deep breaths is different. Bringing your awareness to your face and your head and seeing what you experience there. And how about through your neck? Do things feel different through that part of your body? And what about your shoulder girdles? We spent quite a bit of time there. Noticing what you experience through your shoulder girdles. And your rib cage. See if you notice a little bit more mobility through your rib cage with your breath, or ease of mobility. And what about your abdomen and your lumbar region? You have a different experience in that part of your body. And your pelvis and your hips. And as you move down your legs, noticing your knees and your lower legs and feet, just kind of taking it all in. I'd like you to just be here. Don't do anything special. Just allowing the breath to continue to move in and out of you. Taking a moment to send a signal of gratitude and love to every single cell in your body for being amazing. Knowing exactly what to do for you every single second of every single moment of every single day at lightning speeds. Protecting you and allowing you to thrive. You're welcome to be here as long as you would like. I thank you for joining me. I hope it was as much fun for you as it was.